right, lesson 2, part 2 again. I guess it's just what's going to be. So looking at number 33, this is a tough one for students to see because it says there's 43 soccer matches, and so a lot of students will just add those up, but that's not what it's saying. It's saying that the total number of goals in a match, there was 4 matches where they had zeros. And then there was 10 matches where they had ones. You can see where this is going to get really annoying. So here's the shortcut. 0 times 4 would be 4. 1 times 10, 10, 10, 27, 28, 25, 6, 14. That would add up to 120. And then I would divide by the number of soccer matches, which is 43. And that's going to give me 2.79, which is closest to 2.8. The next one is a science question, but it's in math because of the exponent rules. So if we wrote this out, that we were going to divide, you should know that 8 divided by 4 is 2, right? So that narrows it down. But then this is the question. What if we have the same base and we're dividing? You should know that's technically subtraction. So times 10 to the 8th is what it should be, H. Okay, coming over here, I would typically ask you guys to find out what is halfway between, like, I don't know, 2 and 10. And you would say, oh, we're going to add those together, and we would divide by 2, and halfway would be 6. So in the same way, in our calculator, we would do 1/5 plus 1/3. Oh, darn it. 1/5 plus 1/3. Math, inner. So this is our fraction added together, and then if I divide by 2 to find that halfway, I got 4/15, which is right here. The next one is, what's a rational number? Rational number means if I put that in, the square root of 2, and I hit math, inner, it should work out. It doesn't. So working through square root of pi, math, inner, square root of 7, math, inner, square root of, do you know about this? You can hit second y equals enter and get a, oh, no, just kidding. You can do alpha y equals enter. There we go. And we have 5/25. That does not work, but if I do the square root alpha y equals enter of 64/49, ta-da, it actually becomes a fraction. So that's why it is rational. A rational means that it can convert back to a fraction. All right, 46 here. You were wanting a number less than a number. So let's pick a number. My daughter's here. Samantha's, pick a small number.
3.
3 is less than 4. Sounds good. All right, so the absolute value of 3 minus 4 would be the absolute value of -1, which is 1. So what it's saying is, which of these would be equivalent? This is all over the test. There's usually like 3 of these on the test each year. Please try it. So we plugged it in, and it's saying, what if I plugged in now? Which one would be equivalent, which means equal? Okay, so 3 plus 4 is 7. That does not work. The negative of 3 plus 4 is -7. Nope. The square root of 3 minus 4 is the square root of -1, which is I. Nope. 3 minus 4 is -1. Nope. The negative of 3 minus 4 is -1, which is +1. Yes. This last one says, Tommy has taken 5 to 8 equally weighted tests in his U.S. history, and so far his average is 78. So some of you might see it like this. He's got basically 5 78s. It says, what would he need to get on his next test, which means I'm dividing by 6 in order to get an 80, right? His average. We would add them up, divide by 6, and we want it to be equal to 80. So working backwards here, I would do 78 times 5, which is 390, just to simplify here. And then I want to get that x by itself. So since it says divide by 6, I'm going to multiply by 6 on both sides. And then because it says plus 390, I would subtract 390. And so x is 90. You'd have to get an A. All right, going on to that last page then. It's 2 questions. I suggest you give it 2 minutes and pause, especially 58. Okay, I assume that you paused and you've tried it yourself. These are ones that you for sure should have like starred or circled and been like, ooh, I will come back to these because they're just time takers. So let's look at it. It says that an integer from 100 to 999, and it says, what's the chances that there's a 0 in it? Well, 100 has a 0, so does 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even 110 has 1, right? But then I would usually say, does 111? And you guys would all say no, right? And it wouldn't until 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, and then we would go on to the next one, which would be 200, which would be the next thing. But I don't want to write them all out. I don't want to write it all the way to 999. So what I need to do is I need to count how many there are. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then you've got the 100s, 200s, 300s, all the way to 900. So that's times 9. Sorry, wanted to get my answer there. So I'd get 171. So 171 out of 900, because remember we don't have 0 through 100. So it's basically 1,000 minus that first 100, which is 900. All right, here's 58. We just talked about how to do this one on our last problem, where we have to pick. So Samantha, pick another number. Something, any number between 1 and 9.
8.
And pick another one.
6.
6. Okay, so she used, oh, shoot. It's TU if you look at first. The first one is tens and units, and so that's 8 and 6. And so we're going to subtract UT, which would be the reverse. So it says that X is this 2-digit number, and that's not good enough contrast. X is this 2-unit number, and Y is this unit number. It says, which of the following is equivalent, again, equal to X minus Y? So 86 minus 68, I'm gonna have to do that since Miss Samantha just made that up. 86 minus 68 is 18. Okay, so I'm looking for which of these is also 18. Well, this time we're going back to T and U, not the whole thing as X and Y. So it's saying 9 times T minus U. So 8 minus 6. 8 times 2, excuse me, 9 times 2 is 18, which is what I wanted, right? So if I'm looking at my previous examples I've used in the past, I used 3 and 7 the last time, and now I get a negative 36, and when I plug it in, it's a negative 36, right? So you want to check that that works. All right, see you next time.